Morning Gamer, it is Monday, October 19th, 2020. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be on Gaming Morning Show. We are excited for a fabulous day to hang out with you because we can start our week right and have everything be okay in the world and everything will be good and we'll have fun and it'll be neat. He's Sean. I'm Ryan.
Yeah.
Facebook,
And
Twitch, YouTube.
we totally don't have to spend 10 hours in a car today.
You really do not like going long distances, do you? I'm actually really stoked.
Half of the trip will be amazing.
It's the drive back that won't work very well. Oh my gosh. No, I'm excited. So we have to go back and get the rest of the in-laws. I was going to say, haven't we already done this? I thought we already did this. Why are we doing it again? What's going on? So we have to drive back across the state to go get the rest of the stuff for the in-laws and finish now moving them into your house? What happened? I thought we've already done this.
Yeah, this one should go smoother though. We know what we're walking into this time.
Do we? We might walk in there and there's going to be flood damage in the house or something like that we didn't expect.
What if we get there and there's just another house full of stuff?
Oh my god, I'd actually believe that. That'd be sure. Road trip. Yeah, it'll be alright. I here's the thing, like, I'm excited to get out again and go cruising. Like, I don't know, I really like driving a long way. The best story I remember having is there was an event that was in like Cincinnati. No, it was in Cleveland. And then there was another event that was somewhere in like Tennessee, and I wanted to go to both. It's like, I could fly into Cincinnati and it'd only be like a 6-hour road trip down to the south, and then I'd be able to turn around. It's only 14 hours up to Cleveland. That's not bad at all. I'd be able to do that. And that person looked at me like, you are absolutely crazy. I'm like, I love driving. My only concern, Sean, is I think it wasn't the mom-in-law gave my wife new sheets that she happened to have, because our mom-in-law unfortunately had like 4 of everything. Like, there was nothing in her house that was like, oh, that's the only one I have. And I was like, asked my wife, I was like, do you want to keep these? And she's like, oh yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, well, I'll be cool then, and I'll wash them really quick and I'll throw them on the bed. Those sheets are way too warm, or they feel different or something. I went to bed at like 9:15. I might have fallen asleep at 11:45. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it back, because I'll be need to pull over every hour to take a 20-minute nap.
Oh man, I too did not get enough sleep.
Was that because of your sheets?
No, it was because of your sheets.
You put my sheets on your bed.
No, I knew you were struggling, and it just kept me up.
Is that empathetic pain that you're feeling for me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, you're a very kind person to be able to embody my pain for me. I don't think that's the right verb.
Close enough.
Hey, at least we have coffee. The coffee is good. And one thing we learned about yesterday too is touchdowns are dumb.
Well, I mean, if you just kick like 20 field goals, you don't need any touchdowns.
Sometimes all you need is 6. There's a lot of field goals to kick, especially when you don't miss any. Because I've seen games where someone kicked 6 field goals, and part of the reason is because they only made 4. Oh my gosh, the Broncos win. They played a team that had like a half practice and got back together about 4 hours before kickoff. So I don't think we could have asked for a better outcome in a COVID-stricken NFL season, other than everyone's healthy. Because, man, that was an ugly game in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, so I'm talking about the Broncos beating the Patriots yesterday. In a lot of ways, it was actually a pretty good game. There were a lot of promising things that happened that I'm actually really stoked about. It's just that my biggest pet peeve when it comes to watching football teams that are like championship caliber and teams that are like, they're going to win some games and they're going to squeak out some wins, is being able to score when you're super close to the end zone, red zone, or even in the opponent's 30. And man, we had a tight end drop a pass that could have been a touchdown. There were chances, but Brandon McManus ties, I believe it was an NFL record. It certainly is the franchise record with 6 field goals. And the Broncos win for the first time at New England without me in attendance, because they hadn't won since I went in 06. So, well done, Denver. Drew Lock played, though. That was fun.
They don't need you anymore.
They don't need to. Oh, we're home against Kansas City Monday Night Football coming up next week. And that sounds really fun. Kansas City is playing Buffalo tonight on the road on Monday Night Football, so they don't even have. Well, I guess they have 1 day less prep, so that's a win, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And you have 1 day extra.
That's right. See.
It's gonna be tough, though.
Who's the other game tonight? Arizona and Dallas, which could be pretty good. Kyler Murray, that'd be fun to watch. We actually might be back into our house by that point because we're definitely not going to make the 2:00 kickoff Pacific time for Bills Chiefs.
Yeah.
What the hell time is it? It's 6:13 already, man. I didn't even tell you anything about like what we got going on today yet. Let's get into gameplay and we will bring that up. We got gaming morning show, morning gaming news coming up very shortly. Later in the hour, this day in gaming history. We have birthdays to celebrate. I have one to add to the board, which will be fun. If you have any birthdays to celebrate, please put them in the chat. If only we knew where the chat was. We got that coming up. We got a top 10 list. Has to do with movie theaters, and here's why. AMC, the movie theater chain, as we've talked about on the show, revenue is tight right now for the movie theater industry. And so they're going to start renting out movie theaters for $99. You get the entire theater. You can have your own little private party within the theater. And I want to know, are they going to let you actually put your own, like, your choice of movie up there? Or do you have to pick from something that's currently in their rotation?
Yeah, that part I don't know.
Because wouldn't that be cool? You could walk in and be like, you know what? I want to watch Independence Day. Damn it. I don't know if they're going to let you do that.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's cool either way. $99. Get 4 people, it's $25 each.
That was not
I do that. Of course, the person planning it gets to pay 24 because, you know, they get the discount.
Everyone else pays $25.99. That's how you pay for your beer.
But no, that sounds rad.
I mean, I'm fine with it. My question is like, do you have to clear all the people who are gonna go with you?
One's by the back corner by the gas tank thing. Up to your right. Nice. 100 up.
10 seconds.
Oh no, I saw him.
Yeah, he really slow played that.
Yeah, he did.
I was expecting him to come around from behind you.
I feel like he saw me a lot longer than I saw him.
Took him a while to shoot at you, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you can bring as many people as you want in, and that because I'm wondering about the COVID thing, right? Like, clearly you haven't had, you know, back spawn by the blue and in between the crates. He's pushing up now. He's going to be right to your left. So it makes me wonder if like you have to clear some protocols before you can go in for $99. Is it $99 with a maximum of 4? Like I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just so desperate they'll take whatever they can get.
Because I mean, if you could fill up a whole movie theater and then still like socially distance to the point where you can invite like family and friends, one's back in spawn to the left. Good. I hit him a couple times. He's in that little hut.
Over there.
Yeah, to your left.
Stuck. Man, these guys play so slow.
It's like a Counter-Strike game. Did I say that right? I've never played Counter-Strike.
Close enough. But no, that sounds rad. I miss going to theaters, and if that just gives us one more way to do it, sure, I'm for it.
I got shot from their spawn. I definitely hear someone up here with me.
Oh, okay.
10 seconds.
Yep.
He killed me. He was above me.
We've got him on the rope. Don't let your guard down.
Got him. Put a claymore down in that little hut. I was hoping he'd go around that way, but he did not.
Right, move your ass.
Oh, well, this will be better.
Yeah, I don't know
Rust,
if
huh?
I don't know if I'd want to go with a new movie to see a new movie. He was already up here with me. I'm more interested in seeing like Independence Day for the first time in a theater, in a long time. That'd be cool.
You know what other movie was really fun in the theater back during its original release? Men in Black.
That was good.
That movie was so good in the theater. Still good now, but
And you want to know why, right?
why is that?
Oh, he's down here with me, underneath very bottom. The Men in Black release was great because of Will Smith. 100% Will Smith. Everyone's favorite Dodgers baseball player and Braves pitcher, Will Smith. I don't know if you heard about this, but there was a baseball game over the weekend. It actually might have been Friday, where Will Smith pitched to Will Smith, and Will Smith hit a ball that won the game for the Dodgers. So therefore, Will Smith both won and lost. And the best part was there was a newspaper that wrote a headline that talked about basically how this is a story all about how a baseball game got flipped upside down. And then they'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. They'll tell you how about Will Smith became the hero of... How'd he hit me? That hurts.
That
Sucker.
also hurts. Nice shot. 34 to 100. Oh, the reloading. You had him. One more shot, you had him. Nice try. That first Molotov, though. Well, your only Molotov. But...
See, that's the reason I lost. I needed 2 Molotovs. Always go with 2 Molotovs.
Match point. Tie it up or it's over.
Here we go. Gonna run up to the top of the chute, and then I'm gonna jump off to my death, and then you're gonna lose, and we can get out of stupid rust. I fell.
I won.
Taking the advantage.
Okay.
We did it.
Sure we keep
Then we'll keep playing, I guess. I know we hadn't really talked about using the ravine strategy on Rust.
Take this round.
But-
Stay alive. Let's go.
But we got all the way back to Og.
That's kind of that reminded me of
We did it.
Do Re Mi La Fa Sol La Do. I died again.
I saw you fall. Alright, I
almost-
haven't moved in some time.
It's almost like this guy knew exactly where I was. That's weird.
It's over. We're RTB.
I don't know how I've become that predictable. That was fun. Love when Rust comes up first.
Right?
Nice death.
Forever.
Nice death totals, by the way.
Nice.
All right.
Because you jumped, their kill totals weren't as cool.
They're totals. Or totals.
Portals.
Your new room looks nice. Does it feel cozy?
It does. Let me take a little nap.
Did you switch out your desktop?
No, not yet.
Maybe you should clean it before you put it up there, because today is not clean your desktop day, which I didn't think there was a distinction, but there's specifically a hashtag clean your virtual desktop day, because apparently there was too much confusion around clean your desktop day and people thinking your literal desktop, which honestly, because desktop in Windows is written as one word, I never once associated with it's supposed to be like your desktop.
Right.
Am I alone on that? Because like I read that this morning.
I can't remember any instances where I've gotten confused where it's caused issues. No.
But I don't even know if I've ever referred to like this desk's top as its desktop. And when the hashtag I found this morning referenced a virtual desktop, I thought it was like, oh, so I got to log into all my remote computing destinations and clean those up, but I don't clean up my actual desktop.
Gunfight. Eliminate
Yeah,
all enemies
this
and
I
capture the
would just
overtime
refer to as my
flags.
desk.
Yes, I got to go clean my desk
Yeah.
today.
It's not like I'm scrubbing the legs or something.
Today, when we leave, before we leave, you'll have to run out to your. Oh wait, we don't have school today. As I say, you should run out to your kids. I tried to apex climb over that cargo bunker. That was not going to work.
Oh man, he blended in. He's in spawn.
It's all up to you now.
He has
The
10
squad's
health.
counting on you.
He's above me.
10 seconds. Go. Secure that objective.
Oh my god.
One round.
Oh my god.
Yeah, are we left?
Oh my god.
You made him dance though.
I couldn't figure out where he was for the life of me, at all. I tried to listen. I tried to. Oh my god. He had 10 health. 10 health. Oh my god, I can't. He's left spawn.
They're hurting. Let's
Okay, anyway, virtual desktop. Like, I really thought that they were talking about like logging into a remote computer and be like, oh, remote desktop. I got that clean now. Apparently, it means clean off your desktop
get this done.
of your
Done.
computer.
My desktop is organized and decluttered.
There's one above me.
He's still up there.
We had a very apexy fight. Watch this. This was awful. Just go back and forth, back and forth. I had such a good time. Friday night I played Apex with a couple of my friends and played till like 3 in the morning, and it was so much fun. Oh my gosh, I can't hit shots with this thing. One's in spawn. Yep, that one. Okay, 54 over 72. You have 2 shots. Nice job. Good
That's
patience.
the way. On to the
They're
next
not good
round.
at distance. Maybe we shouldn't push.
So yeah, if you have like tips on how to clean your desktop, which I do keep a good amount of documents on my desktop. Oh, they're both
So-
looking at me.
The best way to declutter your desktop is to make a folder that says not a desktop and put everything in there. Done.
I'm in their spawn. I have 15 bullets. I'm reloading. Found him.
2 wins
Neat.
down. Keep up the pressure.
Neat. Yep, that's all you have to do, just to declutter by throwing it in a different folder. Is that like Inception? After every annual hashtag clean your virtual desktop day, you have 14 different folders?
Yeah, the next one you title Still Not a Desktop. He's on the stairs left. He's laying down.
I tried to
Take it off.
escape.
Focus on the next
So.
round.
I thought you literally meant the stairs. I was like, oh, I'm going to push down there. And then I saw him, and you're like, he's laying down. I'm like, oh, God, I'm screwed. Up on the right or left balcony. At the top of the stairs. Nice work. Celebratory grenade. I think it was from him, though.
It's still celebratory.
There is a fly in here that is absolutely driving me nuts. Like, some flies, you know, just kind of hang out on the light, and it's like, that's annoying, but, like, that's fine. But there's one that is just buzzing around my head. I'm not upset about it at all.
The other one's left stairs, not he's down low.
Yep, good call out.
2 wins down. Keep up the pressure.
You could have at least waited for him to switch guns.
I did.
So rude.
I was waiting. I was waiting and hoping and wishing and waiting. Alright, one's going up
Going up
again.
on the left.
No, pushing left, pushing left. Maybe not. He was under the stairs.
Weird.
Outstanding. I expect
Neat.
nothing less.
Isn't that the Dorkly bit? Sonic, yeah. At the end of every Sonic Dorkly bit, you know, something happens and he just goes, neat. I was like, I've heard that before, but I couldn't think of exactly where that came from. But and I don't think you meant it that way, but that's where I was like, what's that reminding me of? Oh my god, 6:28 West Coast time, 9:28 on the EC. Sean, I'm Ryan. You're watching Gaming Morning Show, as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Trying to have a big week this week. Trying to get me working on the show, Gaming Morning Show. That's the show that we have. I got some news about SNL coming up. What else do we got on tap? If you ever were worried about who was the first cellular network that was going to get contracted, the first cellular network manufacturer company that was going to get contracted to put cell phone towers on the moon, well, we now have our answer. So I have that coming up for you as well. This day in gaming history, birthdays as well. Yeah, it's going to be a good morning. We get to drive a long ways together. We get to talk about things. We can confide in each other. It'll be great. Be so good. You know what I'm excited for?
KFC.
Actually, I thought about that. So yes, I actually am kind of excited about KFC if we're going to do that again. I'm excited for having another Coke Energy because I had that last time we went out to Tri-Cities too. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, we might have to make a stop at a store on the way out.
Well, and we are going to have to get the oil changed in my car, just so you know, because I meant to do that since the last time we went to Tri-Cities, and I'm not. We're going to hit a Jiffy Lube or something on the way. Not a sponsor. 6:30. Let's halfway through the first hour and head to the newsroom right now. Hashtag video game expert Sean, take it away.
Good morning. Today is Monday, October 19th, 2020, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news. Here at Gaming Morning Show, we like to stay up to date. That's why our first news story, I'm here to tell you that Microsoft is launching 2 new consoles, the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. And in other news, Microsoft also purchased Bethesda.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh.
dun, 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 dun,
You-
dun, dun, dun.
You knew that already.
No.
Okay. Well, fine. Steven Totillo, Kotaku, sat down, virtually of course, with Xbox Master Chief himself, Phil Spencer. In the interview, Spencer discussed the personal experiences he's had having both the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series S at home. He keeps his Series S hooked up to a monitor in his office and the Series X in his living room attached to a TV. When he was asked to compare their performances, Phil stated, after acknowledging his obvious bias, that the Series S has surprised him in terms of how it performs. The Series S can run at 60 frames per second in 1800p, which was not a typo, while the Series X runs at 60 FPS in 4K. He goes on to say that, surprisingly, the Series S has loaded faster mini games because it's loading a lower res graphic. Regarding the Bethesda deal, the big question everyone has been asking is, where will we be able to play future Bethesda games? When asked about it, Phil Spencer said, I don't want to be flip about it. This deal was not done to take games away from another player base like that. We want more people to be able to play games, not fewer people. He continued on to say that future games will be determined on a case-by-case basis, but they have more of an advantage at Microsoft to release them on multiple platforms because they can sell for full price on PlayStation, but offer a large discount through Game Pass on Xbox platforms. So definitely go check out that full write-up of the interview. There's more we didn't touch on those topics, but they also went on to talk about things like Halo Infinite, ballooning file sizes, and cross-gen confusion, to name a few topics.
I don't know how they managed to pull that off with the Series S loading games faster than the Series X. You know, I have a computer that was built with way less specs, and you know, it loads the less specky requiring games faster. So that's crazy that's how that math worked. It just seems like a silly thing to say. It's like, yeah, it loaded really good, but you know, it's loading lower resolution, right?
Yeah.
But did you say 1800p?
1800p, isn't that weird?
That's so many p's.
And such a weird, like,
Number?
you know, we went 1080, 4K, 8K. Like, they're like, nah, we do what we want. 1800. Just wait till our update. We're upping it to 1850 for no reason. We got all the P's.
So many p's.
Speaking of P, girls go P.
That's true. Fact.
And girls also like to be represented in storytelling. James Batchelor, not a girl, of gamesindustry.biz. That was a good segue.
That was one of your worst segues of all time, but I'm gonna go with it. Continue, yes.
James Batchelor, who is not a girl, of GameIndustry.biz, discussed a recent report by Anita Sarkeesian and Caroline Pettit, both actual girls, looking at the balance of female and male representation in recently announced games.
You're not supposed to be looking at me. No one can see me. I'm not here.
but
I'm
but
not
I
here.
can.
So on the other side of the curtain, no, on the other side of the curtain, I'm trying to kill this stupid fly, and all he sees is me taking my hat off and flipping it around, trying to kill this stupid fly. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I should have muted my camera to you.
Oh, anyways, Anita Sarkeesian and Caroline Pettit worked on a recent report that looked at the balance of females and male representation in recently announced games. They've been analyzing games announced during E3 since 2014. This year, in the absence of E3, they looked at various summer presentations which replaced the trade show. Their study found that 18% of new games featured a defined female character as the lead, and this is a significant improvement over the 5% from last year. Interestingly, 1/3 of these games came from Sony's presentation in June. The rest of the breakdown looked like this. 23% of games featured a defined male character. 54 allowed players to choose between male and female. And to note, they stated that these games are an improvement in many ways, but it does not replace telling a story with a defined female perspective and story to relate to. 2% of games are non-applicable, and 5% have some sense of gender ambiguity or non-binary leads. In summary, Anita and Caroline summarized, quote, "This is a wild card year. There's no question about that, and the future feels quite unknown. Will E3 return in 2021? Will the releases of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and Series X bring with them a new level of focus on female characters, as companies increasingly realize that women play and love games too? Is this year's statistical shift just a blip or a sign of lasting change? We hope for the best, but we are not ready to celebrate just yet." Good stuff.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna read that one actually. So a lot of times with the gaming morning show, morning gaming news, Sean reports it. I handle tweeting it out, but I don't actually open it up even after the fact, because that's why he's the hashtag video game expert and I'm not. But I'm really interested to read that one. So
yeah, it's a good one. And in the article we link, they also link the original article by Anita and Caroline. So check those out. And always last, but never least, we finish off today's gaming morning show, morning gaming news, with the world-renowned segment within a segment, where it's been a while since I've scripted out a long, drawn-out segment opening. Well, here it is. Did you miss this? Is this why you show up every morning? Is this the key to our success? Should we create a GoFundMe to buy a teleprompter just for this segment? I can't answer those questions. No one can. But I can answer this question. What is out today? Are you ready?
indeed.
Endless Memories out on PC, Deathray Manta SE out on Switch.
That's it?
And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to a game which is just kind of fine. It's Kine. Out on PC.
It's just kind.
Kine out on PC. Congratulations, Kine, on winning name of the morning. Your trophy's in the mail.
It's so funny too because I just retweeted Kine's creator Gwyn Frey. Worked on BioShock, Infinite, and more, and now is developing this game. And you don't like to know because of our name of the month exactly what these games are about, but you do have some unintentional common themes that you find, and I think a lot of that has to do with you're just shooting in the dark, but it happens to fit your personality. So when we get to the end of the month, I will summarize what trends you accidentally or unintentionally are happening to fall upon. Morning Culty saying, can't we start campaigning for no game borders? Bring Halo to PS5. Give Xbox players a chance to play Last of Us. Well, if we were to do that, we'd admit that capitalism has some inherent flaws. And yeah, you know, I'm on board for opening those things up. Even honestly, if it's after the fact, like if you are an Xbox stan, right, and you're never gonna flip, no matter what titles are released for whatever, then yeah, put out Last of Us for Xbox 2 years after the fact, right? Is there any downside to that?
No, and I mean, you've even seen it with some big PlayStation exclusives like Horizon Zero Dawn, and then it eventually came to the PC. I think timed exclusives make more sense to me. Like Halo, put it out on Xbox. A year, 2 years later, put it out on PlayStation. You know, you'll recoup some extra money. People who maybe have never played a Halo game might pick it up, and maybe they love it. Now it's their favorite franchise, and now the next console they get's an Xbox, because I don't want to wait 2 years to play the next Halo. Like, it makes sense, but I think it's a slow change
Gunfight.
that if it happens, isn't going to happen quickly.
Also makes me wonder, Culty, if that's a legacy feeling in the sense that, like, when you first started playing games 20 years ago, which at least fits my age,
No mistakes. No
there were
prisoners.
no exclusives like that, right? Because there was just well, I guess that's not true, because there was Sonic, they're both with me, and there was Mario, right? Celebratory grenade. So that's I'm lying. That's absolutely false. What I'm just saying. Yeah, he's saying he's okay with timed exclusives for sure. I had no clue you were next to me.
No, yeah, I was in the middle, and then you said they're both with you, so I went over that way. They're both left. They're both
Two
dead.
wins down. Keep up the pressure.
Did you kill one?
No, I don't think so.
'Cause I only killed that guy.
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah, you must have.
We had a quick trade.
There's them down.
Yeah,
Go.
Culty's okay with the idea of timed releases or timed exclusives.
Yeah, I think that's the way it makes sense. That's gonna get games into more people's hands, and but still give you some reason to.
He meleeed me. Saw my dead body moving down. 64 over 42.
Just come out.
But if he came out, he was going to get shot in the face.
Yes, he was going to die either way. Just stop trying to be cute and die.
Oh, peeved Sean is sometimes the best Sean.
Okay.
I'm
That guy
done.
almost let his friend die because he was busy trying to knife me in the back. He was in their spawn, but he was running around, so you're on your own. I hear
If you can stand,
Why do I have
Found him.
lasers on my gun? Oh, he's a spinner too.
you. Oh, well, that's it for that. Neat.
Everything's fine.
It's fine. It's kind of fine.
Oh, he's behind me, behind me, behind me. I'm stuck on the ledge. He's now to my right. Thank you.
Stay focused. No mistakes. This round is
We
ours.
did it. Right in the spleen.
I'm happy he jumped. Made it easy. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh, he's in the middle. You have 8. He has 100.
Where wasn't I looking right there?
He came around that way.
Oh, if I just held an angle with 8
Move to
health.
engage.
It's like I was looking there. I hit him a couple times. He's gonna be down that train car.
On to the next
Oh,
round.
weird one.
Pick it up.
People. Going hard left.
One back cargo container. Oh, smoke.
He's in the far back. Yeah, keep. Yeah, you're on him.
Oh, I missed.
Oh. One round finished. Do not let them breathe.
Oh, look, a train.
Right there. I was like, I am dead.
He should have gotten you.
Oh,
that,
no.
that first shot where he just spun a little too far.
This is match point. One more
I
win
see.
to
I
go.
swung that quarter real hard. Okay, apparently I can't vault that. Oh, yep, on me. He's gonna be extreme opposite corner, I'm pretty sure. Other way, turn around, turn around. Like all the way down that way.
Ten seconds.
This guy, I swear.
Raise your weapon.
How you
We're
doing?
not finished yet.
He drop shotted you.
Good. He sure did. Because if your aim isn't good enough, just be annoying
This is
until
match point.
people die.
One more win to go.
Yeah, the C4 nerf culty, I agree, went way too far. Oh god, he's back there again. Oh, they're both back there. Ugh, crap. 4 over 100. Oh no.
Oh, I missed.
10 seconds.
Nice try, nice try.
We're going back in.
Yeah, I wish that C4 nerf, like, it needed to happen, but make it so that it doesn't also go, like, 4 inches. It's so hard to throw now. And that could
Line
also
up.
be
We're
just
back in the
course
game. Get
correction,
ready.
getting used to throwing it from what it used to be.
They basically turned it into a self, like you have to detonate
Oh my god, I should
mine.
Abort mission.
Because
Regroup.
if you can't throw it anywhere, you're basically setting it on the ground. And we already have proximity mines for that and claymores for that. So now we just have 3 things that you put at your feet and then walk away from.
This one though, you can blow up and kill yourself with. Can't step on your own claymore. Can't step on your own prox mine. It's the only one. We're at 6:47 West Coast time, 9:47 on the East. He's Sean. I am Ryan. Gaming Morning Show continues. We have This Day in Gaming History and birthdays very soon. Let us know birthdays you want to celebrate with us. I told you that we had some fun news about the moon. Going to the moon.
Been there.
Apparently, there was I'm assuming like a request for proposal or something, because someone needed to build a cellular network on the moon. So NASA started reaching out and was wondering, hey, anyone interested? Anyone want to start building some cell towers on the moon? Apparently someone was. And it's Nokia. It's Nokia. I didn't know that Nokia was still doing cell phone tower stuff. I didn't know they were still in the cell phone game. I had no clue.
Maybe they're international only.
Could be. Maybe they just got out of the phone manufacturing and just concentrated on building towers. But apparently, they are the ones chosen by NASA to build an LTE 4G communication system in space. Space! This is a big deal for the Artemis program, which will establish a sustainable presence on the moon by the end of the decade. There you go. So if you're wondering how to, with this new phone, the iPhone 12, make sure it is LTE 4G moon compatible, though. If you want to be surfing, if you want to be watching Netflix in space by 2030, you need to get that.
I have to imagine the signal's going to be very weak and slow. Right?
You're going to probably need one of those things that plug into your home Wi-Fi so you can use your cell phone.
Boost that signal a little bit.
Hofbrew saying right now the movie I would rent in a theater for is Tenet. I hope they re-release it once we have a real world again. Is that because you have seen it, or because you wanted to see it but you're not willing to go to a theater? Did you see Inception in theater?
Mm-mm. I did not. Tenet looks good. I would see that.
Tenet. I'm just kidding.
Gunfight.
I would be
Eliminate
interested in
all
that.
enemies or capture the
I bet
overtime
that does
flag to
happen.
win.
Is, let's say the pandemic's over in 2 to 3 quick years. They go back through and re-release all the movies that we missed whilst pandemic
Get
was
this
active.
done.
Oh, geez, he could see me before I could see him. Hit the one on the back left house a little bit.
I blowed up. There's one by middle crate.
One round gone.
Now
Not
you are
yet,
dead.
are we, lads?
Ha, I win. You only did 23 damage. I did 28.
I don't remember throwing that grenade. Oh, that must have been their grenade. Interesting.
That was a weird round. Let's not do that again.
Want to and have not. Yeah.
Okay, blue crate. The other one has 14 health. Still blue crate.
Oh, god damn it.
Nice shot.
We've got him on the ropes. Don't let your guard down.
See, I think I'd want... again, maybe it's because I'm not a big
get this
movie
done.
guy. I'd want to see something that I was really into when I was a kid, back in the theaters. Maybe we watched Independence Day about 7 times in the theater, though, so...
Dang it.
I am so screwed.
Yep. I don't like that guy. It's so hard to see.
I think that's still the
skin.
best, the best skin to wear in the game, because it works in so many situations where
Yeah.
people can't see you because you're shadowed. Such a long
Get
run.
that round. On to
It's
the
hard to
next.
get around to the people on the rock.
Give him a proper English welcome.
I'm gonna go straight up.
Watch out for your right. That's where I got lit up last time.
Oh, I tried to save you. Dang it.
One round gone.
guys are
We're not
cracked.
dead yet, are we, lads?
Already 136, I'm just saying. He's nuts! killed by a grenade.
One round gone. We're not dead yet.
I was just busy holding down the trigger, and I didn't realize that they had thrown a grenade. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm scared.
Just
Take
shoot
this
him.
round, we stay alive. Let's go.
I'm gonna go down the middle. I'm gonna get shot in the face.
He's our spawn.
Oh my gosh, I hit a
Rock.
10 seconds. That's it. We've lost the
6:53. Gaming Morning Show continues. We got our ass kicked. 6:53. West Coast time. He's Sean. I'm Ryan. Gaming Morning Show. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. SNL news coming up. It is hashtag National Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day. So if you haven't cleaned your virtual desktop lately, what are you waiting for? And if you have cleaned your virtual desktop, have you cleaned your real desktop? Which no one calls a desktop, right? I don't remember
desk.
ever referring to it as a
Clean your
desktop.
desk.
I'm actually pretty impressed how clean this desk has stayed, although I haven't gone through and done any of the cable management I was going to do, because honestly I hate cable management. Because the moment you tie everything up is the moment that you have to change something out, and I don't want to do that. So it's just going to stay a rat's
So good.
nest of cables.
I love cable management. I like making things look all pretty and organized, but that is also my experience that as soon as you do that, that's when someone's like, "Hey, can I have that webcam back? I got you this webcam." Or like, "Hey, can you move your computer to a totally different room so I could watch Big Bang Theory?" No.
That's why everyone moves their computers to different rooms. Let's watch Jim Parsons. Let's see. I am Ryan. He is Sean, as I mentioned. Yeah, and also right now you can rent a movie theater for $99. AMC is doing this because they're trying to recoup some revenue, I suspect. AMC is making a bet some people are tired of watching movies on their couch. It looks like Hofbrew is. It looks like Ron already goes to movies. I don't know what Colty does, but we all agree that the C4 nerf is kind of annoying. So I agree with you there. It is birthday time on the show. Every end of our first hour, we celebrate birthdays with you. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know in the chat. John Lithgow turns 75 today. I remember him best from Third Rock from the Sun, which was an NBC sitcom, I believe. Man, NBC crushed it back in the day with sitcoms.
It's true.
They really, they had Friends, they had Seinfeld,
Scrubs.
they had Scrubs. CBS is pretty good at drama. I don't know what ABC does well. Soap operas?
Family stuff. I always think of like family friendly stuff with ABC.
Michael Gambon turns 80 today. Who else got some birthday? John Favreau turns 54 today. Chris Kattan turns 50. I have a friend who I went to college with who, during the course of the pandemic, went on a dating show, virtual, where they had to go through on Zoom, and her date was with Chris Kattan.
Weird.
It's a very small world sometimes. Jillian Jacobs.
Chris Kattan, most known for creating the hit board game Catan.
I forgot I make that joke. Have you ever played Catan? Because if you do, I'm going to let you know that Chris Kattan is part of Catan. Also, if you play How to Catch a Murderer, what did we play on Saturday? Friday?
Hunt a Killer.
How to hunt. So I pretty much nailed that title.
Just Hunt a Killer, yeah.
So How to Catch a Murderer, Hunt a Killer edition. If you tell me that you're going to read the forensics report, I will definitely Octonaut you. And if you don't have kids, what that means is you sing the song to Octonauts, which was Creature Report, and becomes Forensics Report. And nobody at your table gets annoyed whatsoever.
I enjoy it.
I know you do. I
But I also
know
make-
you do.
I also make the same joke anytime we talk about anything that was reported by Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report. Jillian Jacobs turns 38 today. Let's see. And Hunter King is 27 today. Had a long running role on The Young and the Restless. Here's a silly question. Did you ever watch a soap opera?
Like myself, no, but my mom was obsessed with All My Children, and so that was on a lot growing up.
I mean, she should have been, because, you should always love all of your children. Not
She
just one of
even
them.
went as far as, for years, would tape it. And this was after we moved to Oregon, so it was like the early 2000s. She would tape it, and she was so behind, but she had dozens and dozens of VHS tapes with all of the All My Children episodes on it. And she was slowly watching them, but she was not keeping pace, so it kept growing and growing. And finally one day, she was like, I'm never going to catch up. I don't care anymore. She got rid of all the VHS tapes. And no joke, within like a month, they're like, All My Children is ending in 2 months. She goes, well, I should have kept them, because then I could actually finish it.
All My Children's not on the air anymore?
Nah, I think it's done.
I just assumed all of them never died. Like, I just assumed they kept going
Yeah.
into perpetuity, because I spent 2 summers watching Days of Our Lives, because my sister, who's 4 years older than me, chose to watch Days of Our Lives during our lunch hour when we were working for my dad. And I actually got really into it. I actually really enjoyed it. The best part, though, which shows you the soap opera timelines, is we watched the first summer, went away for the whole school year, right? 9 months later, come back, watch the second summer. Really, nothing's changed. The same people are trying to deceive the same people, and the same other people just had a baby with the other person, or did they lose a baby? And like, nothing changed. It was the same. 9 months later, it was absolutely nuts. It turns out that was probably the case long term, because apparently my parents, when my dad was a farmer, he'd be on the combine like harvesting, and they would radio out Days of Our Lives updates. Like, that was something that they did, and the storylines apparently were very similar. So, generation later, nothing's changed. So if All My Children makes a comeback, you and your mom will probably be able to pick up right where she left off.
Probably, yeah. Looks like it ended in 2011, and then they had a brief revival for like a few months on TOLN, which is not a network I'm familiar with,
Tolan.
in 2013.
That was founded by the guy who wrote The Hobbit. That was Tolkien. My grandma was always into General Hospital. So, all right, more birthdays today. Let's see. Sierra Renee of TV's Legends of Tomorrow is 30 today. Rock singer Zach Barnett of American Authors is 34 today. South Park co-creator Trey Parker turns 51 today. Pras Mitchell, or Michelle, of the Fugees is 48. Ty Pennington, you remember TV's Extreme Makeover? That was a big deal on like ABC. That like kind of hit virality, if you will. 56 today. Patrick Simmons of the Doobie Brothers is 72. Let's see, historical birthdays. Evander Holyfield is still alive, so not terribly historical, more current, 58. And then former Cavs center Brad Daugherty is 55 today. Oh yeah, I told you I had a birthday to celebrate. Yesterday, my mother turned 63? Math? Yes, 63. Yes. I thought it was 63, and then as I'm saying those words, I'm like, wait, maybe it was 64. Oh, I remember what it was. It was my son comes up to her and says, I'm 5, which, by the way, he didn't know it was her birthday. It was just really weird that he, like, that's one of his, I think, small talk intro things. Like, we would go to a party and be like, oh, so what do you do? Like, I'm the host of the widely popular gaming morning show. What do you do? His intro is, I'm 5. So she goes,
Are you also an age?
right? What is your age? Which now the irony of that is that it's supposed to be not polite to ask someone what their age is when you're older. And so she goes, I'm 63, and he goes, oh, so that means you'll turn 64 next. She's like, that's like a whole year away, kid. This day in gaming history, 2004, Sega released ESPN NBA 2K5. Man, Sega had kind of a pretty good thing going on with that NFL game that they had. 2K5 was pretty legendary. They could have kept that. I wonder if that would have changed things, but then EA got the exclusive license. 04, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus came out for PS2 and some others. Did you play that game?
No.
I wonder if that's as fun as all the old like SNES and arcade games.
There have been quite a few Ninja Turtle games that, on first viewing or first playing, is like, oh, this is cool. Like the Ninja Turtles arcade game was, and then you play it for 5 minutes and you're like, oh, but this is like way worse. So I've played a few that are like that, and I wonder if that one's similar.
2010, Bethesda, now Microsoft, released Fallout New Vegas for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. That'll be available as a timed exclusive release coming up. No, just kidding. That was earlier. Activision released DJ Hero that same year, DJ Hero 2, for PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii. I've never played DJ Hero, but I have used the DJ Hero hardware for my son's birthday party. So that's the thing.
Basically the same thing.
New Vegas! Exclamation points. That must have been a big game for Culty. Did you play that one?
No, I've never been into the Fallout games.
They fell out of favor for you?
We had a big falling out.
That's a preview of our drive out to go get all the rest of the stuff. 2004, Take-Two releases the Robotech Invasion video game. Tell us what you liked about New Vegas, Culty, because I don't know anything about Fallout games either. Or at least he knows probably about them. He just didn't like them. I don't even know a thing about them. So, all right, that's your This Day in Gaming History. It is 7:04. Wow, we ran long. 7:04 on this Monday, October 19th, 2020. Coming up next hour, 10 facts about cinemas not every moviegoer is aware of. It makes me wonder if this is from a foreign source, because I don't believe most people in the U.S. call them cinemas, or is that like a soda pop Coke thing where it depends on where you live?
I don't know,
because I always call them movie theaters or theaters, right? What do you call them?
and that's what I call them. But if like this, like it's a title of an article calls them a cinema, it doesn't seem weird to me. And I know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they were just trying to be clear and concise.
Because, like, if you were to have 10 facts about soda, not everyone knows, you would not flinch to see 10 facts about pop. But then it makes me think that maybe pop would be pop music.
Because if they said 10 facts about movies, not every moviegoer is aware of, you're going to think it's actually about the movies. If you said 10 facts about theaters, not every moviegoer is aware of, that should be clear that they're talking about movie theaters, but you could get confused. And maybe they thought 10 facts about movie theaters was just too wordy, so they went cinemas.
I think that's fair. You're very reasonable. Monday,
Do what I
Sean.
can.
Monday, Sean's the most reasonable. All right, we'll come back. We'll play some more games. We'll have that top 10 list. We'll have our gaming morning show, Morning Gaming Renews as well. And then finish up in the 8 o'clock hour with some Google Feud, if we got quorum. Theater information, because you can rent one for $99. We'll have more of that when we come back. It's Gaming Morning Show on Monday, October 19th, 2020. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Here we go again. Let's go. Slick time. Let's go now. Lays down fall. This is all that I've got. The scars and all these empty walls have gone away. I open my eyes as you will see. Not again. We've been down this road too long. Whoa. You told me all you needed was my life, but you take too much. I hope you buy it now. You told me all you needed was my life, but you take too much. I hope you buy it now. The scars are burning. The scars are burning. The scars are burning. Take me from the stars. I should run, but I don't. Wait till I know where to go. It's in my heart to follow you. Right now, mama, feeling so.
Morning Gamer, Monday, October 19th, 2020. Gaming Morning Show continues. I am Ryan, he is Sean. You can find us Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. We're talking about renting a movie theater for $99. If you order now, we'll throw in popcorn and some sodas or pops. That was the topic in the chat just a moment ago. Culty, apparently, before he met you, Sean, was a pop guy, and you converted him to soda.
Yes, I like to think I single-handedly converted all of Salem, Oregon from pop to soda because all of my friends said pop and I refused to join them.
See, and I just wrote that I, coming from Montana, where we did say pop primarily, I thought the Pacific Northwest mostly said soda.
In my experience, and of course I moved from Southern California to Salem, Oregon. Salem, Oregon at least was definitely a pop place.
That is the way.
Or
On to the
at
next
least
round.
we can get more specific. McKay High School of Salem, Oregon was a pop school. But we always said soda. I had never heard pop outside of like TV shows and movies that were set in a different time.
I'm with you. Nice shots. That's me.
10 seconds.
There he is. Up top. Running towards the flag. He's at 44.
Go. Secures that objective.
Watch,
We're holding on
to your left,
objective.
behind you.
Stand by.
Yeah, that direction.
2 wins down.
Yeah,
Keep
there
up
he
the
is.
Hi.
pressure.
Peekaboo.
I give him
did
a
it.
nod.
No mistakes. No prisoners.
So the best use of soda and pop ever, lifetime, and you guys can fight me on this, is the not as popular song from Britney Spears' first album.
Get it done.
Good thing that thing falls to the ground. I even tried to just keep shooting.
Not done yet. Make it
It was
happen.
Soda Pop. Britney Spears had a song on her first album, Baby One More Time or whatever it was, called Soda Pop, and I really liked it. It was a very catchy tune. So, and coincidentally, NSYNC, I like how you just 180'd. Coincidentally, NSYNC had Soda Pop. Forgot.
Uh-oh.
Can't throw a C4 more than 4 feet. Oh my gosh,
You are the last man standing.
There's a guy down that way too.
I'm so screwed. Oh, I just was. Oh, I was so close to getting him.
Use it against me.
So here's my strategy: is I was gonna hop up and look that way, and I just didn't turn far enough right.
No mistakes. No prisoners.
Soda pop, and it just won't stop. Miss me, sucker. I'm in their spawn. He's coming around your side. He didn't know I was coming.
One round finished. Do not let them breathe.
But NSYNC had a soda pop or a dirty pop. I think they just called it pop. That was a good song too. You have any idea what I'm talking about?
No clue.
I wish we could play music on stream.
Ow.
So many rockets.
Oh, he's still there behind that box. He has 65. He has 9. He has
10
67.
seconds.
He went towards spawn. Nice work.
2 wins down.
Good
Keep up the
patience.
pressure.
Yeah, I always maintained that if you weren't gonna go just soda, you should just go all in and call it soda pop
Move to
or
engage.
sody pop.
No, please, no.
Sody pop.
I've tried
I'll
to.
take one sody pop, please.
I've been trying to consciously modify Crick because I realized how much potato was driving me nuts from the in-laws. That I'm like, I can't sit there and look at them and be like, you're saying potato wrong. When I'm looking at people and saying, like, you want to go swim in the creek? So I've been working really hard to be more specific. Creek.
My mom's is Warsh.
I almost feel
Oh, and she also says whooped cream.
a what?
Yeah. Man, that guy's
We're
fast.
not done yet. Make it happen.
See, I think Warsh is more of an accent thing, as much as like in Philadelphia, it's wada, like is the D sound. I even say water with the D sound a lot. But whereas potato, I feel like is a choice. Like you are choosing to say potato. Maybe not. Maybe that's an accent thing. Because I guess you're taking an O sound and making an A sound, just like you're taking a T sound and making it a D sound with wada. So I don't know. But crick
Switching
is
sides.
clearly wrong.
That's
It's
just a
just-
different word.
It's just a
Stay with it,
habit.
stay with it all. Time to
How did we get down 5-4? What happened to this round?
We're on Trench, and Trench is stupid.
He slid underneath me. He's coming towards you. He's gonna be to your right. He's back there. You see him. I'm happy you made the second shot because I was about to hear that stupid shotgun.
Well, I'm just glad I didn't hit him once, and then he hits me once in the legs, and then I die, because that's how that shotgun
Line up.
usually
We're
goes.
back in the game. Get ready.
So we saved it that time. Right up in...
I'm gonna go bottom right. Crap.
He was there.
All
Nice work. 100 up.
Please be the one. See him?
Oh. You have 53.
10 seconds.
Yes!
Clutch.
That felt good. I'm not gonna lie, because I should have not won that. Oh, that felt real good. Well, that's the show for today.
We're out.
Can't beat that, right? If this was a gaming show, well, it is. It's a gaming morning show. But if this was a show about gameplay, then I would wrap it up on that. Man, that was fun. Got some. What's the hormone that makes you feel real good?
Cocaine. Dopamine. Or endorphins.
That's what I was. Endorphins is what I was thinking of. I don't remember. Dopamine is what you get for scrolling through your news feed, right? Like that's why social media is so addictive.
Can be.
Fine.
Sure.
Fine, whatever, Sean.
Dopamine's the happy hormone.
Yeah. And that's what you get when you're scrolling through your news feed. Unless it's
depends on what news
Facebook right
story.
now.
Or anything political.
Oh my gosh. That was fun. Yeah, I was watching an IntelliGame, by the way, which is a great stream on Saturdays with Wallstormer. His name is Josh. Runs IntelliGame's website, and he does a lot of like very honest commentary about games and how, you know, like he was talking about even microtransactions and how that's kind of a gateway into or uses some of the same techniques as gambling, like the idea of like opening Apex packs, right? And that's the same kind of system as what gambling does. Is you hit the slot machine and you hope and you hope and you hope and you don't get what you want, so you try it again, right?
Yeah.
I hadn't even ever thought about that because I'd heard about how microtransactions or you know, like skin releases in Fortnite, that was the thing, right? That's how you kept getting people to come back. I've heard about that, but I'd never associated it with gambling before. And that makes a ton of sense. So interesting. All right.
Yeah, that feedback of like you do something and very occasionally you get something good is a very, very strong reward that you can get addicted to. And you even see it in studies with like animals and rats where you can train them to push a button if, you know, once every 100 times they push that button, they get a treat. They're going to keep pushing that button forever and ever.
My headphones kind of glitched just a sec. Are you there in stereo again? I hate you so much. If that sounds better again. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Did you ever get into gambling at all?
No, not really. I mean, I really enjoy poker, but more from a strategy and math side of things more than a gambling. Like we could just throw my chips out and play poker with no money on the line, and I'll take it just as seriously, just because I enjoy it.
I don't suspect you will be surprised by anything what I'm about to say, but those who I have not specifically mentioned this to, I'm an incredibly social extrovert. And so poker is really fun for me for the first 2 hours because there's 8 people around the table and you're all trying to go at each other, and then you get through the first 2 hours and all of a sudden there's like 3 people left, and then it becomes really hard and people are really taking it seriously. I don't know how many times when we used to have poker games in college, like we get to the final 2, and if I was in it, I'd be like, can we just stop? I'll give you all the money. Just please. I don't want to keep doing this because it was fatiguing. My favorite casino game is craps because it's all about energy and people getting excited for each other. It is
Everyone's on the
super
same
fun.
side.
Yep. It is super fun. It is super fun.
I especially like that one too because the dealers, I guess you could still call them, the employees of the casino aren't necessarily against you either. So they have a little bit more leeway to, they're not gonna openly like cheer you on, but they're there to help you and teach you and give you the dice.
Well,
As opposed to blackjack, where like they're against you,
Yeah.
and even though they don't care if they win or lose, they're still like, I'm trying to beat you. That dynamic.
They're still representing the house, whereas the others in craps, it doesn't feel like that, even though they still are technically representing the house. So, all right,
sure.
let's give you. This is because we have the topic of the day. Yes, culty craps is my jam. I was supposed to go to Vegas this summer for the first time in 16 years. Yeah. By the way, my first trip to Vegas, I lost a good amount of money playing craps. And then I went to the Vegas airport and they have poker machines, and I threw like the last $10 I had in there, and I won all of the money that I lost back, which will never probably happen again.
I
But you-
discovered on my last trip to Vegas with my business partner that so he really likes to play craps. I had never really played craps, so he taught me, and I played it a bunch, and I lost a bunch of money. And I discovered on that trip that I get just as much standing next to him hanging out while he plays craps as I do playing craps. So when we go to Vegas, I'm just going to hang out with you and drink beer while you play craps.
The key difference is I'm going to ask you to give me all the money that we're playing in craps, because that's not the case with your business partner. Yeah, I really like it. It's a socially, it distributes a ton of dopamine into your brain. No word on how much cocaine it puts into your brain. So, what do we got? 7:25, 7:26 almost. We are running long, which is fine because we're having a good day. It's Monday, October 19th, 2020. 7:26 on the west, 10:26 on the east, and because our topic of the day has to do with this idea of renting a movie theater, would you do it for $99? That's what AMC is doing, I believe. I don't think it's specified in the first 3 paragraphs of the article. And they're doing it to try to recoup some revenue because right now new movies aren't coming out. Well, Brightside.me has 10 facts about cinemas not every moviegoer is aware of. I don't see an author listed on the top. I will let you know if we get to the bottom, and there is one. So, number 1, the biggest part of profit isn't earned by ticket sales. I actually feel like I did know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, the idea is to get you in the door. It's kind of like a sporting event, although I think they make more money on the door than movie theaters do. But you make a lot of margin on your popcorn, your soda, etc. Yeah, okay, they have to pay film studios in the first 2 months of distribution, so that's why. Okay, because the money itself, the movies itself, cost quite a bit. There is a lot of piracy. As we know, piracy is bad. Let's see. Cinema staff
You wouldn't
members
steal a pizza. Do you remember those ads? The anti-piracy ads that they ran in theaters for a while.
I probably would steal a pizza though.
And I think that was always the joke. It was like, you wouldn't steal a pizza. It's like, why not?
If it was
I'm
easy
hungry.
to do, and
That's right.
know.
All I have to do is go to my computer, type in pizza, and out comes a pizza. Yeah, I'd steal a pizza.
This is from Brightside. The Motion Picture Association of America encourages an approach where cinema employees actually try to prevent this. Cinema staff members who manage to prevent a movie theft get a $500 prize. But yes, I do remember. I remember that. Listen, I have a lot of respect for the idea of how piracy could hurt the movie industry, because while it's easy to look at a big studio, let's say a Warner Brothers, right, and be like, they have all the money in the world, when you look at the credits and how many people work on movies, and if they're not able to sustain that long term, like I have a friend who's done graphics, like not on-screen graphics, but like it makes a newspaper that's in the movie, right? Or create some sort of relevant like background art like that's something that affects her, and so I actually vibed with those commercials, even though I would totally steal the pizza if I had the chance. A younger audience can watch adult-rated movies. Apparently, they try to prevent this as much as they can, but the trick to sneaking inside is to buy a ticket when 2 movies start simultaneously. Cinema staff doesn't always check your movies when you go to the next theater. Have you ever done the all-day theater movie run?
Double dip. No, I've never done that.
Which completely contradicts what I just said about, like, yeah, I'm on board with the piracy thing because I'd watch 8 movies and not pay for 7. But I've done that once. We did, we were in high school or something, and we went to one movie, and we just kept bouncing from theater to theater, and I think we watched 4 that day.
That's nice.
It was fun.
That's awesome. There are a lot of theaters in Southern California. When I was like middle school age was the age I started getting like dropped off at the movie theater by my parents. There were a lot of theaters that were huge and had like dozens and dozens of theaters, and that was always my thought, is like, who's keeping me from just walking into that one and that one? There's so many people running around that it's not like they would know.
You know who's keeping you from doing that, Sean. You are. Your morals. Your big heart.
I shouldn't limit myself. You're right.
It's you. You're doing it. That's probably the truth. I mean, it's very much an honor system.
Yeah, for sure.
Same reason you don't steal the pizza. This is number 4. I don't get this one. Viewers cry, weep, and run out of the hallways. This is supposed to be top 10 facts many aren't aware of. Yeah, I mean, people leave movies. Doesn't seem like that's that surprising, right?
No.
This one was the specific paragraph. For example, a movie about cannibals called Raw appeared to be too hard to watch for a couple of visitors at the Toronto International Film Festival in 2016. The people fainted, and one of them hit their head badly during the fall. Like, I could see that happening. So, what's the most creative way you've ever snuck in food? Because that is number 5.
So first you get married, and then your wife has a purse, and then food goes in there.
Really, the key is someone's got to carry a purse.
Yeah.
I mean, the purse is key. Big pockets on the inside. That's good, too. Big jacket.
Yep.
Why are you wearing your North Face parka in June? No reason. It gets really cold in the theater. Let's see. Sometimes security cameras have catched criminals. Yep, caught criminals. A couple stuffed a truckload of food into an infant car seat to watch a movie. That's smart. I like that. Number 6. Many people avoid 3D films. I never was a big fan of 3D.
No, it's fine. It's a gimmick, though.
And number 7. If there's something wrong with the picture, the projection booth worker won't help. This is a bad list. 8. Cinema halls are full of garbage on weekend nights. Number 9. People often fight at the movies. And number 10. You are being watched. There you go. The one thing that I have experienced that I didn't think I would was when we went to that one screening. It was that new Power Rangers movie. The night vision cameras or whatever that were on people. And I think it's both a ploy to have like the images for the release trailers, right? Like, you know, fans across America have been watched, but they're usually associated with scary movies, right? Because they want to catch people doing the jump. But they're also for the people trying to film the movie and steal it.
Yep. For sure. Don't steal it.
Brightside.me, you disappointed me today.
Yeah. Could have been better. On theme, though.
Yes, and that is the theme.
About so regarding pirating movies, back when I used to pirate movies more often, because depending on the situation, I'm not opposed to it now, but back when it was more common, especially in like college, my policy was always to never pirate a movie that's not out on DVD. If it's in the theater, I'm either going to go see it or I'm going to wait. And that was really for 2 reasons. One, I thought it was more important to, if I wanted to see something, it was in the theater, more important to support the theaters and the movies and go see it in theater, because that's, you know, they're making a lot of money on that. I was always less opposed to, I was always more willing to pirate it if it's out on DVD, because that's a secondary market. It's not as profitable in general as
Gunfire.
the theater experience. It was also it was easier because there are a lot of DVD rips. Cams are awful to watch if you've ever watched a pirated cam. They're terrible. They are not enjoyable, and no movie is meant to be watched that way. So that was always my policy.
It's so funny that you were talking about exactly what you just said, and my first thought was the only reason that he pirated DVDs is because watching the movie theater camera rips are awful.
They are terrible. But even there were a few situations, especially like around award season, where you can get movies that are out in theater on like a screener. But even those I wouldn't do.
He's in the back. You have 16, he has 72.
I
I
got him.
almost ran right into your muzzle.
Let's take it back.
I hit him. I saw some blood splatter.
So the more we play Gunfight, which I still think this is the best mode in this whole game,
Let's get this done.
I get more frustrated as, you know, I know what angles to hold and things, and I sit there and just watch it. And I just watch it. I'm like, okay, he's going to pop out anytime. He's going to pop out anytime. And then I churn to go somewhere else, and I get shot right at that moment. That drives me nuts more than anything.
COD timing. And it's the worst. Oh, he's still in spawn. He's in the stupid to your left. Sorry,
A
I
good
couldn't think of
description.
crate. Well, I thought you when I got to your screen, I thought you saw him.
No, you said spawn. It's like, oh, because I saw your body, and I was like, I'm gonna sneak around this forklift where he clearly is. I thought he was right where you're standing.
So kill the guy who's actually playing, and then find the guy who's he's dumpsters dead, lying on the ground.
Split up in the next round.
Wearing the skin. Wee!
Shot. I'm surprised that guy was camping.
Gosh, I gotta get my aim up still.
I like it when you shoot him in the butt.
Spleen.
Oh, I hit him in the shoulder instead of the head.
Good thing he
The other
stood
guy's at
up.
45 in the middle.
On to the next round.
Came around the outside.
Around the outside. Around the outside. Do we have a race this weekend?
I believe no, I don't think so. I think this was when we had 2 weekends in a row. The last IndyCar race is this weekend.
I loved it.
I'll
I believe
confirm Formula One.
I believe snow. That crate pushing up doesn't matter.
One round gone. We're not dead yet, are we, lads?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of starting to feel a Warzone 8 o'clock. Kind of have a feeling it's a Warzone 8 o'clock.
I will follow you.
I will follow you.
They're on
Follow
match
you
point. We're
wherever
not even the
you may
score.
go. I did add, for those who haven't noticed, I did add an about us into the chat because I realized that if someone's joining us for the first time and see us playing games so badly, he just waited for me. That was
That's
funny.
it. We've
Watch
lost
this
the
cam.
objective.
I just was running around. And he just waited for me. Yep. I got smoked. I realized that if people showed up and were like, these guys are so bad at playing games, why the hell are they on Twitch? Realized that we needed to explain, like, we have no interest in being the best at gameplay. There are thousands of streams you can watch where you're interested in gameplay, but we try to have fun whilst playing, and that's the key. 7:37 West Coast, 10:37 on the East. Coming up this day in gaming history has already happened, but I'll bring up a couple that I liked. We will also bring you the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, which all the credit to that goes to Sean, because that is the best name we've ever come up with.
Do what I can.
Renews.
So we do have a race. We have Portugal at 6 on Sunday.
Will the man be there?
What?
Will Portugal the man be there?
Yes. At my house.
Did you watch any of the Save Our Stages Fest over the weekend? I tuned in. Hofbrew had tweeted out something that made me remember it, because I know we talked about it last week. But I wanted to watch Foo Fighters, and I missed them by like an hour and a half.
Ah, Fooey.
So, but what they were doing, which I didn't realize, I watched some of the Roots. They were in Apollo Theater in Harlem. Was they were? I didn't realize this was the shtick, even though it makes perfect sense. They were in theaters across the country, And so Portugal the Man, being out of Portland, was at Crystal Ballroom. So how cool is that? So they set up stages and places they could actually set up stages and not be around each other and all that stuff, and then they just streamed. Like, I thought that was a really smart idea. So I'm sure it's on demand on YouTube or something like that. So.
I'm sure.
I do think, by the way, my favorite thing that the Blazers do, and I'm sure lots of places do, but they have different opens for each game that they play, like to get people hyped. He's on my body, moving center. Is they all have different opens that have different themes, and one that, since, you know, again, Portugal the Man's from Portland, they had one that was their open, and they're like singing on a rooftop and stuff. It was really cool. I wish more teams would put out those open videos on their YouTube pages so you could watch them. One's going up left.
Oh, I missed.
He didn't even see you. He was locked in on me. Sucks.
Where'd he go?
He's above you.
Put it behind.
He's a ghost. The Memphis is it Memphis Tigers? Wow. Basketball team is coached by Penny Hardaway, formerly of the Magic, and I think he played at Memphis, if I remember right. And their opening video was all about Penny. He's behind me. He's behind me. And it was great because they used like 90s theme music, because Penny was huge with the Magic in the 90s, and so it was very retro. It was great.
That's awesome.
But I can't find it on YouTube. I wish it was on YouTube.
He's in the middle.
How did that still hurt me?
Swerve.
I threw that grenade. I threw it badly. I jumped down, and was it a tracking grenade? Heat-seeking grenade?
Give him a proper English welcome.
God, I suck. This game is so hard. Screw you. He's on the bridge.
Shake it off. Focus on the next round.
Boo.
Is this the downside to me playing so much Apex? Has it become horrible at this game? Screw you, he's in left house.
On to the next round. Pick it up.
Did you just run past him?
He blended in.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
that rose skin.
he was either crouched or laying down, because
Down to this round.
just
Push 'em
blended
back.
right in.
I would love some hill right now. I'm just being too serious. God dang it, he's on the stairs. We had the same idea. He's in that house now. He's coming up from the bottom. No, he's here.
Taking the advantage. Make sure we keep it.
Delayed the
Take this
inevitable.
round. We stay alive. Let's go.
You're resigned. That Coke Energy sounded pretty good, though, innit?
Oh, it always sounds good. They're delicious.
I didn't churn fast enough.
Hard day, lads.
Game over, man. Game over. Did you watch any football this weekend?
Yesterday was weird. I did laundry, hung out with the kids. My wife had to work, even though she quit her job. They convinced her to stay on as needed, just because they're so desperate for people that they're like, why don't you technically stay working here, and when we really need someone, we'll text you. And she's like, fine, expecting to just say no. She got a text in the late morning, early afternoon. They're like, we need someone for tonight. We'll give you $200 bonus. She just says nothing. A couple hours go by. They're like, how about $500? She goes, okay. So instead of making like $400 for a shift, she's making $900 for a shift, and essentially getting paid like $73 an hour. So she's like, all right, I'll work it. So she had to work. So it went from having like a family day where we're hanging out to she needs to take a nap. And so the whole day was just weird. So no football for me.
So, with your wife asleep, you didn't watch football.
Eliminate all enemies or capture the
No,
overtime
because then I
flag.
had the kids to take care of, and we still had laundry that we were doing that I had to finish up.
Right, move your ass.
What a missed opportunity.
We're playing the same guys again. This isn't going to be fun.
Any idea?
He was in spawn.
I don't know why I aimed down sight, because I hit him with the hip fire, and then I had to go. I did end up getting on a little bit of a yard kick, so I don't really like working in the yard. It's not my favorite thing to do. I really like mowing grass. That's about it. And Jesus,
He's in spawn again.
I don't understand.
Round gone. We're not dead yet, are we, lads?
What frustrates me more than anything is I see him, and I dip in the cover.
Let's get this done.
Bulging disc. Oh my gosh.
They were both left side.
The last one. Watch your ass.
Playing Ring Around the Rosie. He's up top.
Oh my gosh, it was there. I dip in the cover, and I still get shot. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
You should stop dicking in cover.
So that was a joke from Sports Center. Was one guy
They're
tried to
tough.
say bulging disc, and it came out as you would imagine, a bulging dick. And he's on the stairs moving down our spawn. He's right there in front of you. You have 4 health, he has 24. He shot you. And that's the joke, is like you get bulging, like in your script you get bulging disc, and that's the one you always have to watch out for when you're on Sports Center.
Right, move your ass.
Sounds painful.
It was, just to say it right now.
Oh, they're spawned still.
Oh my god, he's right in front of me.
10 seconds.
He
Put
went
it
all the way
behind you. We've
around.
got work to do.
Did he go
I don't
around
like
the
these
outside?
guys. I don't enjoy these guys. They're way too fast. They're too good.
Switching sides.
I enjoy playing people closer to our level. This isn't fun.
Oh my gosh, I missed every shot, and then he just nails me. Oh my gosh. He's back there.
I see you. Yes, I see you seeing me.
That was a
That's it,
great
lads. On
shot.
to the next round. Get ready.
That's why they call me Mr. Delay the Inevitable.
It's down to this round. Push them
Oh,
back.
good. Pistols.
Old DTE. Or is inevitable an I? Nice shot.
Feels like an E.
I see him.
Nice
2
work.
wins down. Keep up
Shot
the
him in the
pressure.
leg. In the foot.
Right in the ankle spleen.
They're on match point. We've got to even the score.
I definitely think it's an I. Seriously, I just look around the corner. Oh my gosh, I can't shoot this guy. Spell inevitable. I want coffee. Yeah, you're the DII.
Thank you. Ooh.
I think you threw. I think you didn't want to keep playing. We were going to have an epic comeback. I blame the coffee.
It's a chai.
It's the chai. What's the favorite coffee of the ghosts in Mario? The favorite caffeinated beverage.
What is it?
They're a chai guy. That one's 100% original. Tweeted out, hashtag GMS, hashtag hilarious, at WatchGMS on Twitter. I am so funny. You have some stuff to do right now. Are you ready?
Sure.
7:50 West Coast, 10:50 on the East. We do the gaming morning show, morning gaming news every time, midway through the 6 o'clock hour. Every morning, in fact, all the times. But we do it again in the end of the 7 o'clock hour because it's time for the gaming morning show, morning gaming renews. So let's go over to the newsroom again. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. Today is still October 19th, 2020. And this, as you said, is your gaming morning show, morning gaming renews. First up, we have a report of an interview between Stephen Totillo of Kotaku and Phil Spencer. They talked about various things, including the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X, and Phil's experience with having both of them in his house. Both obviously are very powerful. The Series S less so, but he did say that having it hooked up in his office on a monitor is very handy, and its load times are actually very, very quick due to having lower graphical settings. So they also went into some details about having that console and pricing it more like Nintendo prices consoles, and hoping that it'll work well as a second console for people who primary PlayStation or primary Nintendo or PC, and rather than spending $400 to $500 on a PlayStation and then going around and spending $500 on an Xbox Series X, maybe more people are likely to buy an Xbox Series S to round out their collection. They also discussed the Bethesda deal and Phil Spencer, which this has been the messaging from Microsoft the whole time, but now from Phil Spencer himself, saying that they did not buy Bethesda to take games away from other player bases. They want more people to be able to play games, not fewer people. So look for your big Bethesda games coming to all platforms, although the release schedule may be different. We'll see. So check out that interview if you want more Xbox topics. Our other big topic of the day was girls in games, specifically looking at new games that were announced this summer, and how many of them had dedicated female protagonists versus male or otherwise protagonists. And this year we saw 18% of new games featured a defined female character as the lead, as opposed to last year, which was 5%. And they've been doing this study since 2014. The highest it's been besides this year was in 2015 at 9%. So 18% this year is definitely a spike. They summarized by saying, while this spike is positive, They're wondering if this year's statistical shift is just a blip or a sign of lasting change. We hope for the best, but are not ready to celebrate just yet.
I am excited. I want to read that article. We did tweet it out at Watch GMS, like we usually do, but that's one I'm going to follow up on for sure. And speaking of which, it kind of adds to a topic that I saw this weekend, and I'm going to let you get to Out Today because it's relevant in this case too, because Out Today's primary developer, according to what we found on the Twitter, is a woman. And I was looking at a thread about how, streaming is really hard to begin with, but generally is harder for women. And so I was trying to start to figure out how to formulate a list of streamers who are women. And if you have a lead on that, go ahead and tweet us at WatchGMS or at HeftyGoof is my Twitter, because I don't want to recreate something that's already been built and then, take away from existing resources. But it just seemed like a no-brainer because I've been focusing on trying to add, like I watched Tim the Tatman, I watched Dr. Lupo. They're some of my favorite streamers just because I started watching Twitch with them. But I've started to add purposefully other voices to my streaming realm. So Claire Witchbaby is an outstanding Sims streamer. She's usually on sometime in the early mornings. In fact, I watch her sometimes. I should get myself on screen so you're not just sitting there looking at the void. I sometimes watch her before we get on the air. So I don't know where she lives, but I'm assuming maybe in East or Central time zone. So watch her play Sims 4. And then, like I mentioned, Telegame is Josh, and he is very good at promoting others who are in the streaming world. So I'm just trying to find more opportunity to watch a more diverse group of streamers than just focusing on the people who are drawing 10K viewers plus. So Lottie Games and Nosy Butters are fantastic female gamers. Okay, thanks Culty. We will bookmark them as well.
Felicia Day also streams, and she's rather entertaining, and her streams are usually pretty good. And what's nice, she's so popular from various things that there's a lot of engagement in her chat, and she does a good job kind of including everyone, and that's really cool.
Yeah, and she played with Lupo this weekend in Among Us, which is also where I learned that Taran Killam of SNL fame is also a streamer, which his username is Tarzan without the Z. But there was somebody who was in the game with those celebrities who has one of the best voiceover voices I have ever heard in my life. And so while you give us our Out Today, I'm going to try to find that because, yeah, it absolutely caught me off guard. Like, I'll explain. It requires an explanation. So why don't we do what's out today, and then I'll figure that out.
So out today we have Endless Memories out on PC, Death Ray Manta SE out on Switch, and out today, and also our name of the morning is Kine out on PC because it's kind of fine.
It's gonna be all right.
It's Kine.
It's not
Kine.
It's not kind
You
of.
could do. Ooh, this would be a good opportunity for your Christopher Watkins impression. It's Kine. I don't have a good one, but it's his "It's fine" thing. You can do "It's Kine."
Do I have?
Yeah,
a-
yeah, I'm sure you do. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I can't.
Do
I
it.
can't even think Christopher. Like,
Do
I
it.
need more cowbell.
Do it. Do it.
Friskamy, FriskKMKay is her Twitter handle. Streamer, voice actress, but she has a silky smooth voice. But what she was doing in the Among Us game is the task. This is the first instance. The task meter got halfway down, and she gets on there and she's like, "Tasks are 50% completed," and it sounded like it was part of the game. It was nuts.
You'll
It
have to
was so
find
good.
some clips and send them my way.
Yeah, I would let her.
Or hey, we have some time to kill later.
That's true. I would hire her to be my just daily life voiceover, but she's just so smooth.
Together. Shannon, I want to stay together. There's purple. Shannon, let's just stay together, Shannon. Oh, God.
I mean, that's just an example of her voice. It doesn't have the tasks are 50% completed. I should find that clip because it was so good. All right. It is now 7:58. I think the 7 o'clock hour was better than the 6. I feel like we're back into our rhythm. I feel like we're together now, and I feel like we're gonna get the hell out of gunfight because that's just not happening for me today.
Fair enough.
Do you want to do something else?
I'll follow you.
See, this is where you have to be like, we're gonna play Fall Guys, and I'll be like, fine, we'll play Fall Guys. Because if
Nope,
not, we're gonna
not
play
gonna do it.
Warzone.
I'm a people pleaser. We should play Warzone.
Fine, let's play Apex.
Well, I don't have that installed. I would play it to make you happy, but I don't have it installed.
That's the reason you don't have it installed, is you know that if it was on your hard drive, you'd play it.
To be honest, I did try to install it. I have zero space because I have Modern Warfare. I still have the beta installed. I have Ghost of Tsushima. I have The Last of Us Remastered. I think I still have a Jackbox game. Like, I need to get through The Last of Us Remastered so I can delete that. It's a huge game.
That's awesome. Yeah, thanks for the suggestions, Culty, on there. We'll have to do some maintenance on your hard drive because it is hashtag clean your virtual desktop day. So why don't you clutter that desktop off? I got SNL hosting news that's coming up this weekend. Clean your virtual desktop day I just mentioned, and we will reiterate the NASA selects Nokia to build the first ever cellular network on the moon. It's all coming up. Gaming Morning Show, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. We'll be back. It's almost 8.
can't stop us. Nah. Yo. There's nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I will not follow you. It is my time to choose. Nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I will not follow you. It is my time to choose. It is my time to move. I will not follow through, cause I got my own mind, winning on my own time. Didn't come when I want it, but it's always on time. I'ma go and get it, and it's all part of my vision. Then I'ma show everyone I can make it. I'm different. You can't stop what you can't see. No more chains, yeah, I'm truly free.
Morning, gamer! Gaming morning show. It is Friday at the end of the week, but today is Monday, October 19th, 2020. Thanks for being with us. We are the gaming morning show. We are the show on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube that doesn't need to score touchdowns. All we need is field goals. That's all it takes for us to win. That's good enough. You know, everyone's always wanting more, wanting more, wanting more. Here at Gaming Morning Show, Sean, we just settle for field goals. We only need 3 at a time.
Well, and, you know, people, if you want something that's going to accurately tell you what day of the week it is, buy a calendar. You're not getting that here.
Well, I didn't tell you today was Friday. I started to. And I did a nice job of covering that up.
It was a good save.
It really
I'll give you
was.
that.
Man. We're asking you about renting a movie theater for $99. You can do so, apparently, through AMC. If it works, this is a lot of, like, you know, remember theaters were pretty resistant to switching to, like, service in the seats, putting in more comfortable seats. Like, I feel like these were things that, you know, it was like, we're never going to do that because it would never work. And then it worked.
It for sure worked.
So, if it works, you know, Cinemark and Regal, they'll all switch.
I don't use the option a lot, but when the option to purchase a beer at the movie theater became a thing, it made me very happy.
Yes. My favorite theater experience of, like, the big chain theaters is up in the Portland area. They had one that kind of converted to, like, almost self-serve concessions and stuff. So you kind of went buffet line, not buffet line, but like what you used to do. Like, I think the closest experience I've had lately is at the hospital, where you go in the cafeteria and you just kind of grab what you want, and then you get to the very end and you pay the cashier. That is something they did at this one particular chain, and it also had a bar, so you could then order the beverages or whatever. I'm a big fan of that, in addition to in-seat serving, because clearly I would get a second beer if I didn't have to get up and miss a movie. And do you remember Jordan Palmer's app, Run P?
No.
So he was the brother of Carson Palmer. He played in the NFL too, but Carson Palmer had a better career. And he made an app called Run P, which you would type in the name of the movie you were seeing, and it would let you know when the best time to go use the bathroom was. So the moment the opening thing started, you'd hit your timer, and then you'd feel this vibration in your pocket when it was like, if you need to go bathroom, now's the time. You're going to miss the least amount of relevant stuff. I don't know if that app still exists. I never used it, but they made it, and it was pretty successful at some point. So yeah, let us know if you'd rent a theater. If you would, what movie do you want to see? I said Independence Day wholeheartedly because that was my favorite theater experience, because I went and watched it like 7 times in the theater. So I think my wife would see Twilight again.
Shudder.
I do agree. Did you ever watch all of them?
Yeah,
Did you watch the last one?
think so.
I mean, you probably did, since you just said you watched all of them. The last one had the fight scene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I did
and the
see
fight scene was pretty badass.
It's better than the baseball scene.
Oh, yes, the baseball scene's so bad. It does turn out that apparently that was different than the book, because I never read any of the books. And in the book, like, the last scene is just the crux of, like, what happens at the very end of the movie, which is, like, the one vampire walking up to the other vampire and being like, we're just gonna all die if we have a fight. And that was, like, the end of the book. But in the movie, they actually made it, like, a thing. So, yeah, that's what we want to know. Is also clean your virtual desktop days. So get your desktop of your computer all nice and clean. I did mention that I had SNL news. I watched it this weekend, but coming up this weekend, so I watched it last weekend. Coming up this weekend, Adele is hosting, and apparently she is pretty giddy about it. She shared an Instagram post, according to Angelica Martinez of BuzzFeed, to celebrate the excitement that she has to host SNL. It's apparently been 12 years since she was first on the show. So that'll be kind of cool.
Is this her first time hosting?
I believe
'Cause
so.
she was on as a musician before, right?
That's what I would have guessed. I don't know that for fact, but oh yeah, no. This even says Saturday as she hosts SNL for the first time. So
nice.
HER or her, I don't know, but there's periods in between it.
Mark a drop point for your team. You're in
Is
the
the musical guest. So
gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Does anyone need this?
I'm out.
okay, I'm just changing my button. I am 2 out. Now I'm figuring out where I'm going. There it is. Yeah, I totally rent a theater. I don't know if I'd want to do it still, even with COVID going on, but I would, be like, if me and you and your wife and my wife went, like, that'd be fun. I'd even take the kids if it was a kids movie.
Right?
I'd take them to see Independence Day.
Yeah, I think they could handle that.
One of the greatest cinematic pieces of our life. Okay, I'm going here. It's at the very top, unfortunately.
Copy. No, it'd be fun. It'd be cool too if you could rent it and watch like a couple movies, get like a double feature.
I mean, if you're gonna, honestly, for $50 a person, that's still a pretty good value.
Yeah, for sure.
Offrey wants to go on our trip because apparently he's a big fan of everything that we've mentioned that we want to go to, but also Jiffy Lube. Well, okay, we are going to Jiffy Lube out of necessity. Apparently he's quote unquote a big fan of Jiffy Lube, which is an interesting thing to be a big fan of, but yeah, you can come too. If you are also a fan of Jiffy Lube, let us know in the chat. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start
To the next location.
I'll go
gonna
to
start-
that one.
I'm gonna start trying to climb this like
Enemy UAV overhead.
Apex, and I'm gonna get very frustrated. I gotta quit cross-breeding games here.
Objectives updated. Move to the next location.
Hey, I was gonna do that.
Too slow. Oh, person.
Hostiles in the area.
He ran down the alley.
Pushing.
He looks like he probably went in this house.
I'll
So
check around here.
we're safe to go around the outside.
Yeah, up to the box.
Contract complete.
Okay, loadouts.
All supply boxes located.
Where's a buy station? Where's a buy station? There's one to our 79. Please don't have any friends. Please don't see us from the roof. Please don't shoot us in the back. That would be great.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Alright, I'm buying it. You do whatever you want.
I heard shoot. Yep, right over here.
Going.
Yep, right in front of us.
Downed one. Thirsted him.
Get my loadout really quick. I hear shots.
getting
I'm
shot at.
scared.
Up from over there.
Mark out.
He's down. It's a different team. Behind me. Behind me. No!
Okay, coming back to you.
Oh, over there. He's down. Watch him behind me.
Oh, behind me now. From where you
I'm healing.
am. Oh, I'm down in this hidey hole. They're on the roof as well. Man, we were in a bad place. Can you get over to me at all? Oh no, that guy on the roof has you, so don't even worry about me. Okay, someone's coming from the loadout. He went around the other side of the building. Okay, the guy on the roof just jumped down. Okay, I am still dying over here if you are clear. Nice work. Alright, I still need to get my load out, but I'm gonna heal up first.
I'm watching the. Did he run away? You think
I have no idea
Nope.
where that other guy went.
they're back together again?
Alright, I'm gonna get my load out. There's someone on the roof. Nice work.
I'm gonna heal.
Okay, I'm hopping into this building. Where's that coming from, do you know?
Roof. It looks like.
Oh yeah, roof over there.
Where's over there? Thank you.
Contact.
Is that your glass?
Yep.
My glass? Oh, I see it now. Yeah, tan roof. Right there.
Hostiles in the area.
Oh, and the other roof.
Oh god.
UAV overhead.
Okay, I'm pushing up.
Yeah, downed one. Oh, behind us too.
God damn it.
He's thirsting me. I'm dead.
I'm in a bad place. I'm getting this car and getting the hell out of here.
Enemy
Oh wait, you
soldier
come back.
incoming.
I forgot. Yeah, we're playing that mode. So are you back?
I'm back. I'm coming in right now.
Okay, I'm going up the green room stairs. That's you?
Get this guy.
There's no one up here, right? Is that
Nope.
what you mean? Okay.
Yeah, this roof is clear.
Okay, I'm looking at that one across.
I want to go get my stuff.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Where?
Okay, downed on the roof next to us.
Okay. I'm gonna thirst him because I have plates here. God damn it.
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
Okay, I got a armor section.
I'm gonna go back and get my plates.
There's some right here too.
Okay.
Body armor.
I'm back to 5. Alright, what are we doing?
I want to go back down there and get my
Hostiles
stuff.
moving into the area.
Okay, I'll
Watch
cover
And
the
you.
then we
skies.
need to get like out of here. Great. Good timing.
Truck coming in. Where? Okay. Oh gosh, I fell. Okay, I'm gonna go get a UAV.
Bathroom. Do you have a satchel?
Nope.
There's one in here. If you
Body
want it.
armor.
Ground to actual, requesting flyover.
UAV entering the AO.
Man, they're just everywhere, huh? Someone over
Mark
there.
out. Moving.
I'm gonna go up on the roof.
Okay.
Get some height.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
So there's someone on blue, and then there's someone
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel.
Kinda
RTB
behind
for
us.
resupply.
Oh, that was a good description.
Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
So there's 2 on blue for sure.
Okay, there's someone over there.
Mark out. Moving.
Downed him.
Alright, I'm gonna peek on the other side of the roof and see if I can see the other guy. He was somewhere right here.
Going over here.
Somewhere right below us.
I'm not sure where my shots came from. Putting some plates in.
I missed him. He's going to that door.
On blue.
Yep.
I broke him. Oh, I fell off the roof. Guess I'll get some plates while I'm down. Okay, the guy downed or broke is eliminated.
Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff. I have an ID4 tattoo. Will Smith's line when he punches the alien "Welcome to Earth." That's cool. And then there's a YouTube video that Hofbrew added that talks about the inspiration behind his tattoo.
Nice. Where you seeing stuff? Oh, red roof.
Yep. Can get him. Okay, I'm popping a UAV again. There's still those blue guys.
Entering the AO. Enemy UAV overhead.
Bad guy there.
Contact.
There's a guy right below us.
Hostiles in the area.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
There might be a guy on you. Okay, that guy gave up. That same team's still in orange if you want to push up from the bottom. Right, you're going up, right?
I'm on this roof.
Okay, you
right
watch
here.
that roof. I'm gonna go up from the bottom. There might be a guy with you, by the way. What the hell? That's such not a real ricochet.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Oh, on the red roof.
Running to you.
I'm downed. I'm safe. They're on the red roof right next to us.
Ready to move, yeah?
I'm gonna pop into the stairs and heal up.
Watch for someone down there. Did we just flip sides with them, basically?
Maybe. I have a UAV if you want it now.
Yeah, pop it, yeah.
Friendly UAV overhead.
One's down. Healing. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know. It's from that roof area. And I have no money, so you're gonna have to actually buy me back.
Okay.
I should have had you give me some of your cash. I didn't think about that. Or just buy me. Nice work. I'm diving right to my roof.
Okay. Okay. Team wipes the red roof.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Man. Oh, oh.
You in trouble?
Yep.
Can't get my
Got
satchel,
him.
so I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm trying to pick up this armor satchel, and it is not letting me do it, and it's making me mad. There we go. Now I have it.
Whew.
Heal if you
It
can.
scared me.
Okay, I'm gonna get a. I can't get a. No, give me some money.
Continue.
3,000. Okay, that's too much. Now you don't have enough. There you go.
Neat. Whew.
What are we doing?
Oh, oh.
Oh, the circles. Oh, behind me.
Say goodbye.
Healing.
You still good?
Yeah, I just don't know where they are.
I got the guy that was shooting you.
Okay, go buy a yeah. No. Let's just get out of here. Well, I want you to buy a UAV, but then we're gonna have to try to get like $100 of cash out somehow, and that doesn't work. I don't even know what you can drop in increments of.
We can just go to an ATM, just get a few 20s.
True. I didn't know you had an ID4 tattoo, Culty. Yeah, I am a huge fan of that movie.
Do you want to try to get to this loadout, or do we have
Sure.
time?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, ghost real quick.
That would help, considering everybody and their mom has a UAV.
Whew, that was an intense few minutes there, huh?
Car coming into our west? Yes, absolutely. It's up on the roof, isn't it?
Yeah. And we're in hospital. Okay, I found this.
Did you find any stairs?
If it would go up high enough.
I found a closet. I'm gonna take the elevator. Okay, I think it's on my floor. Was that your door by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
I can never get anywhere near it. This. Nope. It doesn't exist to me. I don't think I'm ever gonna get it. I think I need to just give up and try to get out of here.
Going over here.
I don't know if that helps at all.
Nope, I'm just giving up. I'm making sure I can get out.
That's why I shoot. I shoot. Okay, now you can buy UAV. Definitely buy UAV right here.
Got a vendor here if you need supplies.
Pops a doodle.
Friendly UAV overhead.
get this
Someone's
guy
on
coming
roof
around the
behind
corner.
us. Oh, behind us, behind us. On the green
He's
roof.
down.
And the guy that we were coming up on is at the corner now.
Okay. Are you dead?
Yes, he's reloading by my dead body.
Oh, he beat me. I lost.
Alright, I'm dropping in. Oh man, I'm not gonna have time to get my guns, am I?
Top 5. It's better than top 5. Yeah, what a bad time to lose our guns. Are you safe?
Yeah, just barely. I need to put some plates on.
He's on the top of that roof.
I need a gun. Alright, I found a gun.
Okay, did you kill the guy on the roof?
No.
Okay.
I haven't killed anybody.
Going over here.
Okay, so we need to either get him. So let me know when you're ready, and we'll go up there together, I assume.
Alright, I'm here.
Oh no, it's in gas. He's got to be right on the edge.
Of glory.
Yeah, he's right above us. Parachute, parachute.
Oh, there he is.
Mark out, moving.
What the hell? The gas is moving?
Yep.
He's gone.
Pushing his
running.
body to get some sort of gun.
Let's steal his satchel. Nope, I already have a satchel.
Okay, take that.
Oh, you can get your guns back?
No, I tried, but I didn't have time.
Okay, let's swing right and get this car. I can even pick you up, maybe. They're shooting me. Don't come here. Don't come here. They're shooting me.
Where from?
Behind me. I'm coming around to get you.
Okay. So
It's thinking up toward the hill.
yeah, kind of outskirts of TV station.
Actually, there's one on this ridge. So you kind of thinking TV station area?
Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be some gunfighting in that direction.
Okay.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Go up to this hill. I gotta heal really quick. There's a chest in here too.
Drop inbound.
And loadout too. I'd like to get in here, please. Thank you. I got a gas mask. That's a win.
Nice. Sure wish I had my normal guns.
I mean, we could take the
Should work
car and
better.
just kamikaze into the loadout. Do you want to do that?
It's in the next circle. Let's just go slow and see if we can take
Stay sharp out.
TV station.
I almost fell off the tower.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost fell off the tower. Just need to get this money that's up here. There's no money up here.
Enemy UAV
Get to
overhead.
the zone.
That's easy.
Just worried about the rocks to our left is all.
Contact.
You're right. Oh, that's a bush. Engage? No?
Yeah.
Contact.
He's broken. Pushing up a little bit further.
Shots on the TV station? Contact. I'm covering you from the TV station.
Copy. There's a guy behind this barrier right
Moving
here.
here.
Okay.
Oh, behind me, I think. Nope. Okay, the guy on blue mark is broken. You're behind you, behind you, behind you. You jumped like right over him.
Oh! I got sniped from the left.
Let's try.
That was a fun game.
Whew.
I'm sweaty. How you doing?
Palms are sweaty.
Knees deep. Arms are heavy. Did I just say knees deep? Knees
You
weak.
sure did. Nope, knees are deep.
A lyricist I was not. ID4 top 5 movie. Fact. Alright, I'm just gonna put us in regular duos because the buyback just takes so long for the purposes of our show.
For sure. That was
Good,
fun though.
good thing it's the GMS gaming hour. I think I'm so excited for the 8 o'clock hour when we have an interview or we have like 10 plus people in chat to play Google Feud. We got to find a different game. That might be Culty and Hofbrew, our gaming morning show advisory panel. What would be a good other kind of game? Because the one thing we've ran into with Google Feud is the categories. Like if you play it every day, the categories become redundant because they come up multiple times. So it might be better to do like Google Feud 2 days a week. So what else could we play that would be as fun community-wise as Google Feud can be? That's something I'm curious. All right, let's do sports.
Sports.
Yesterday, the NFL happened. There was lots of games. Titans beat the Texans thanks to a touchdown at the end of regulation to stay undefeated. A 42-36. Derrick Henry is a beast. He's over 200 yards again in that game.
Touchdowns. What are those?
No, we don't need no touchdowns. It's like Back to the Future where we're going. We don't need roads. Bengals lost to the Colts, 31-27. That's all I know about that game. I didn't even watch that for a split second. Falcons, after firing Coach Dan Quinn, get their first victory of the year, 40-23 over Minnesota. What else do we got? Giants beat the Redskins 20-19. Both of those teams are a whopping 1-5 now. Oof. NFC East is a disaster. Ravens beat the Eagles 30-28, despite the Eagles' best efforts to come back and win that game. 38-7, Cleveland loses to Pittsburgh. Cleveland has not won in Pittsburgh since Baker Mayfield was like 8 years old. I guess. I read that yesterday. No, that's not his name. Chance Claypool, I want to say, is the receiver for the Steelers. He was 5 last time Cleveland won at Pittsburgh. Miami shut out the Jets 24-0. Jets are now 0-6. Tampa Bay fell behind 10-0, scored the next 38 points. Brady bests Rodgers 38-10. I did watch some of that game. I listened to a lot of it too. And last night, Sunday Night Football, Niners over the Rams 24-16. Broncos field goal the Patriots to death 18-12. And then your World Series matchup is set. Can you believe it? World Series time. Dodgers Rays.
Does anyone need this?
The two teams with the best record in each league
I'll take it.
are in the World Series. It was a 3-1 series comeback for the Dodgers over the Braves. All right, I'm going to get the thing. You get the car.
Copy.
Enemy soldier incoming. Get to work. The target area. You don't have long.
It's right over here in Milt Base. Some call it Mill Base. I call it Milt Base. We should take this. We should take the subway.
Ooh, we haven't been in the subway.
Bye, Colty. Thanks for hanging out, bro. And let us know if you think of a fun
Later.
game that would be fun to do in the 8 o'clock hour with, 5 to 10 people. Let us know. I can't think of anything. Although, hey, actually, I watched His and Hers live, which is one of my favorite Twitch channels right now, just because from a community building standpoint, they've done a very nice job. They do marbles, which I guess would probably be more fun with with more than 10 people, because
Contract complete. Your payment has been authorized.
are you gonna get a UAV or anything, or
I got a
self-revive?
Got a
That makes sense,
self-revive.
yeah. I'm worried about that sound.
over there.
Going this way.
I was screwed because there was 2 of them right there.
He's right there. Well, that was fun.
Well, we got Gulag.
Sure. My glass?
I'm smart. I also built out a exclamation point GMS gaming hour so that we can actually explain
Practice your
why.
aim while you wait. Taunting your enemy is
Morph,
the
this is my
best
favorite
way to
writing of all time. Oh, wait, are you fighting?
so is the
I'm good.
My favorite writing of all time. I wrote, more focus on gameplay while still focusing on the good stuff. Let us know what you're up to today.
fight started.
Why did I drop way over
Self
here?
sorted. You're up next.
Drop real prison. I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna go towards stadium.
This guy's my Picasso. I've painted him every color I can paint him in the rainbow.
You win this fight and you return to the front line. If you lose, you're done here. Time to earn your freedom, soldier.
Oh no, he was faster than me.
You're heading back to base.
No.
If your team has
Oh
the cash, they can
no.
pay for your
Oh, my
release.
parachute failed. My parachute failed.
Sure, the parachute.
There was
failed.
There was a malfunction.
Sniper got you, right? Headshot from long range.
Good eye, sniper.
Yeah, so Dodgers Rays. Do you care who wins Dodgers Rays in the World Series?
Not really. I mean, I'll probably root for Will Smith.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought about that. See, it feels like the Dodgers, you don't root for them because they're like in it every year. Like that's how it feels. And I know that they have actually been in it the last 4 years, so that is kind of holding true. But the Dodgers haven't won a World Series since like '88. So,
So I'm kind of going Dodgers. It's very arbitrary in this matchup.
yeah, I'm actually pretty okay with either team, but I like the Will Smith connection. Good call. Good call. Joey Logano. He held off Kevin Harvick, won NASCAR's Cup Series race at Kansas Speedway. He now has... Yeah. He earned a spot in the championship round at Phoenix. Oh, and this was kind of cool. I didn't know that... I had heard his name before, but I didn't know the specifics. So Sid Hartman died yesterday. He was 100 years old. He was a very famous columnist for the Minnesota Star Tribune, I want to say. And what I didn't know is he was still writing. He died yesterday, was 100 years old, and was still writing.
That's old.
He, in fact, was going to have a 100th birthday party on March 15th. That was the weekend that the pandemic really kind of hit things hard. He was a co-host on Sunday morning's radio show on WCCO AM. Could you imagine being able to do your primary profession until you're 100? That's kind of cool.
No, it's too old
It's just
for
kinda
working.
It's just kind of cool that he was able to.
Yeah.
And that's where they
Maybe-
say, like, working in
Maybe it was
sports is
complete
fun.
gibberish, though. maybe it made no sense. I like to think it was still good, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was, but your thought was kind of funny to me. Well, and,
Oh,
to ha-
fell to
and
the ground.
it makes me think like that kind of fits that perfect scenario of when they say, do what you love and you never work a day in your life. That's
Mhm.
probably how he felt. And now he's dead. So sadness. But a lot of the athletes that he covered were putting out some pretty cool things on Twitter. Randy Moss had a particularly good one, which was fun to see. So. All right, GMS Gaming Hour continues 8:45 West Coast, 11:45 on the East. We're Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific Time on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningshow.tv. He's Sean. I am Ryan. We'll be back in the AM after an exhaustive 4-hour drive one way, 1 hour of loading, maybe, and then 4 hours coming back.
Gas is approaching your position.
I mean, at least we get to do it without the kids, and that goes faster. So,
For sure.
what's for breakfast, McDonald's or Carl's Jr.? Are you gonna... I'm gonna go get it. There's
at
lots of
least-
people here.
Dropping into the
Yeah,
AR.
there's at least two.
Engage on top.
I'm just looking for a gun, and I'm gonna come help you. He's still in here. Okay, the guy's out that door. Yep. I'm plating. Oh, he's up on this roof or something. Yeah, he's right here. And then there's one over there too. You're fighting him. So one of my bodies coming to you.
Got one, could
Too
get the
late.
other.
If you survive, you earn your freedom.
Whoa.
You win this fight and you return to the front line. But if
Well,
you
that was
lose,
hot.
Oh my gosh, how did he see me first? I was holding the angle.
you got your ass kicked in that.
Ah.
Back to base.
I'm fine.
If your team has the cash, they can pay for your release.
It's moments like that that make me realize why I don't do a stream where I just play games. It would drive me absolutely nuts.
Something's wrong.
Piggle Pants is fighting right now. It's a great name. Go Piggle Pants. We are killing it.
Return to base.
So
Yeah, fine. Quitter.
The first one was so good. The other two not so much. And they finally gave us Scav in Village.
I know.
It was just too early in the plane flight.
It was hot. I did get 2 kills though, melee kills.
I got one. I think I only got 1 kill.
All right. Anyone want a trivia question? Type trivia. If you want a trivia question, type trivia. So he's got that binder clip right there. He did a great thing. He found this like way to prop up his mixer and then have binder clips to keep it up. I might steal that for sports. I'm not gonna lie.
It's great. Makes it, I can actually see everything, so I don't have to do one of these every time I need it. Works well. I like my new setup now that I have internet.
All right, I want you to go out and support Kine today on PC. That was our name of the morning. Gwendolyn. You can find her Dire Goldfish on Twitter.
Even if you don't purchase the game, if you have Steam, go add it to your wish list, because that does help indie developers.
Eliminate all enemies or capture the overtime flag to win.
Try to shoot that bird. I want to shoot that bird. I want to shoot that bird. I want to shoot that bird.
Get it. Did you get it?
Nope, I didn't get it.
Left side looks clear. One's in their spawn. The other one went up top.
You're the last one, Tovari. Finish the job.
Ooh, right in the legs.
Making us fight for it. Keep at 'em.
Nice try, nice try.
All right, we're going back to Warzone. Want to play hockey? All right, one's in spawn.
Nice.
That's it, comrade.
I don't know how I won that, or we won that. I don't even remember seeing him after I threw the Molotov. Did
I
you?
liked watching him light a flame.
They're like
I was
meat
about
the
to ask
grinder.
you if you got the kill, but you clearly did because it was your kill count.
Wait, stim?
You have Stim. Okay, one's going up top, right above us, right above you. Celebratory
Down.
Semtex.
Keep pushing.
I did it.
We still have
Right up the
Stim.
middle. And sim.
Sucker. Stimmed for no reason.
I killed him midair
Get
again.
ready for the next one.
Oh, you were midair.
It's 2 rounds in a row I killed him
know the
whilst
job.
jumping down.
I love Walst. That
The
was a
hard
Polly
break.
Paps from the Dan Patrick Show thing. It's on my dead body. 75 over 68.
Don't like this gun.
I'm 95% sure that he had a shotgun out. I hit him first. He one-tapped me from the same range.
Of course.
10 seconds.
I think he was to your left middle. Yep.
Boo.
On to the next round. Pick it up.
I needed the shotgun out.
Dude, where'd you find the Fall Guys pumpkin?
It was just on someone reposted it on Twitter. Isn't that great?
Yeah, you should retweet that.
I do what I want.
I'm below you.
What are you doing? I don't know where he is.
10 seconds.
I'm staying up top.
That's not anything. Don't worry about it. I hear it above me.
They're hurting. Let's
Got
send
him.
them home.
He's trying to be Heidi. Little did he know.
Time to get paid.
I'm gonna go right up the middle again.
Behind me, left side. He's
Oh.
gonna be right out that door. Or he's to your backpack.
Gear up. We're going back in.
Where you were looking as soon as I got out of my kill cam is exactly where he was. He just had moved all the way to spawn by then. I still want Molotovs to light this whole barn on fire.
That guy
I avenge you.
had a bad
You're
day.
the last one
100 up.
standing.
This guy likes to go up top like every time. Apparently not this time. Nice work.
That's it, comrade.
I just kind of got lucky to see him right away, though. I feel like that guy's had like the short end of the stick on their team the whole game.
Yeah, for sure.
This is match point. One more.
It must be what it feels like to play as you. To always be the last one alive.
Where
Back
are
by the
they?
tractor. Nice shots. Shots.
Everybody.
All right, 10-4. Nice work. Yeah, retweet that Fall Guys Pumpkin. He is sports.gaming on Twitter. I am Hefty Goof. We are Watch GMS as a collective. It is now 8:55. That's ball game. We're gonna wrap it up. Be sure. We gotta go. We gotta go places. Nobody wants to play trivia. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Sid Hartman died. Like, we got a lot of stuff today. Plus, we gotta go rent our movie theater. $99. Get a theater. And if you order now. For some reason, $99 is like that number. Either $9.99 or $99. That just makes me think like it's always, look who made an appearance. Oh, you can't see him. I'm going to go full screen on you, which means I have to go to the news. But look who's here.
Oh,
Meow,
sleepy
meow,
man.
meow, 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 meow. Is he mad, you said?
Well, he's squinting, probably because of the ring light, but that looks like his annoyed face.
He's mad you have to leave. All right, well, let's go get some Coke Energies. We'll tip one back for Carl. Hofbrew. It's for you, buddy. Be good. I'm excited for tomorrow's show.
I'm gonna be really tired tomorrow.
Who needs touchdowns? At least we don't have to load a truck. So,
True.
all right, for Sean, I'm Ryan. It's been a blast. Go watch Independence Day in a theater for $99. It'll be worth your time. And don't go to brightside.me and read their 10 facts about cinema is not every moviegoer is aware of, because they were very obvious and they lied to us. So I'm mad. Yeah, I think that was good. Adele's hosting SNL this weekend, and Nokia is building something on the moon. All right, bye, Sean.
Later.
I'll miss you for
See you soon.
15 minutes. We'll see you later. This has been the Gaming Morning Show on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Goodbye.